Hi, morning all. Welcome back to Morning Cup at 8. Right. So, um, looking at the S&P 500, well, it rose around 0.64% on yesterday's session on Monday, right? As investors shrugged off the war risk and aggressively bought the energy stocks, right? On bet that the US firm will be tapped into rebuild the Venezuela oil infrastructure, right? So sentiment was further boosted by the manufacturing PMI data, showing a Goldilocks cooling, supporting the rate cut hopes, while the Amazon and also the Nvidia tick higher as the CES 2026 kick off in, I think, Las Vegas, keeping the AI narrative alive. Also, do expect momentum to persist today as traders position for the Nvidia keynote reaction. However, watch for the volatility in the energy names, riding on the sentiment for the geopolitical situation right now, right? Also, I think speaking of the Nvidia, well, the company is now have plans to test the robotaxi services with the chips and AI, and also tapping into the auto tech business now. So looking at the charts, the market structure is now, I would say, positive after the stock is now has formed a higher high, breaching the $185 dollar level. Also, I noticed that there's a double bottom formation, which further supports the upside movement as well. Right. So looking at our US trading stocks that we have published overnight, we got applied materials in AMAT. So the stock experiencing breakout above $265 level, and now we can expect the stock to travel towards $280 level on a strong momentum, followed by the next resistance at $300 level. And now, if the counter to reverse, do watch out for 255 level for the immediate support, right? Next, we have GE Vernova, GEV. So if you look at chart now, the counter charted a high market structure. Market structure forming a, um, a high low formation, reaching the $670 level, aiming to reach towards the $720 level. So if the stock to climb or to travel to propel higher, we could see that it might uh, reach $780 level for the second resistance. Now, if the stock slide lower below the $635 dollar level, this might shift to a bearish structure. Well, for the China A50 futures, right, we rallied around 1% yesterday on Monday as the Shanghai Composite reclaimed higher, driven by the massive surge in the tech, also the AI sector after DeepSeek published a new efficiency model, right? Also, so sentiment was further supported by the services PMI, which reassured investors that the domestic economy is stabilizing, and it's enough to withstand the geopolitical volatility. So expect the A50 futures to extend its rally towards the 15,800 at least, as the AI sentiment further intensify. However, watch for the volatility in the energy sector stocks today as the market digests the fallout from the regime change in the Venezuela. Well, talking about the energy, go to WTI crude oil price futures. Well, it rose around 1.81% yesterday to close at 58.4 on Monday's session, as the market price in the chaos premium regarding the Venezuela. Also, traders fear that despite the U.S. intervention, treating loyalist forces may sabotage the oil infrastructure, temporarily cutting off the supply. So the bullish mood right now was underpinned by the lingering from the no deal outcome or hangover from the failed Trump and Zelensky peace meeting, which kept the geopolitical risk floor intact despite the strengthening in the US dollar. So expect for a choppy trading session for today, waiting for tonight's API data, right? So looking at the Malaysian market, FBM KLCI right here, well, it rebounded higher on Monday, driven by massive recovery in the financial services index as heavyweight like CIMB, Maybank, right, attracted fresh buy interest after the Friday sell-off. So I think market sentiment was resilient with construction and property sector advancing on renewed infrastructure optimism, while the broader market uh, I would say largely shut off the U.S. Venezuela geopolitical shock that rattled the energy market elsewhere. So uh, if you look at the FKLI, right? So expect the FKLI to test the immediate resistance, well, at least in the coming session for the January effect, right? As the liquidity to return, but be cautious for the potential knee-jerk reaction from the U.S. market or the Wall Street, right? So yeah, I think one of the stock that might interest you guys maybe this Netgate. Okay, so uh, yeah, it is also one of our watch list pick, right? So the I think the overall trend here you can see is still bearish. However, from yesterday's move, it has a breach above this 21-day moving average line. So um, this somehow give us some early indication for the stock to move higher. However, for the stock to confirm that it will go higher, make sure it break out higher above the downtrend first to break this bearish trend. Also, well, telco seems, yeah, telco stocks seems started to move recently, and if you see here from the CDB chart, MACD started to trend above its signal line. Price also trying to form a new high, but bear in mind, bearish still in hand. But the stock potentially move higher after it cross above the 21-day SMA line. Well, for now, I'm looking at the medium term SMA line, which is the 50-day SMA line at the three ringgit and 40 cent level for the resistance, for the immediate resistance, and support is seen at 3 ringgit and 20 cent level. So, looking at the peers of CDB, which is Maxis, right? So, from yesterday's move, well, it formed a long lower shadow, rebounding from the support that I mentioned in a few weeks back at 375 cent level. So, looking at the blue box right here, which we derive from the golden ratio Fibonacci, we deem it to be a strong zone and rebound higher. And may charge the stock towards the immediate resistance at 3.90 level, followed by 310 and also 410 and also 4.25 level. Right, so looking at our Malaysia trading stocks for today, right? So we have MNRB. So the stock is in its breakout formation above 2 ringgit and 15 cent level on a strong volume. So with that, we expect the momentum to remain bullish and the stock able to climb further to test the next resistance at 2 ringgit and 25 cent level, followed by 2 ringgit and 35 cent level. Support is back at 2 ringgit and 5 cent level. And next we have Syntax, manufacturing as well as the property company. So the stock is experiencing a breakout at the 3.50 level, right? So if the stock to remain bullish, we expect the price to reach higher at 3.65. in the coming session with together with high volume. Second resistance is at 3.75 level, right? So keep an eye at 3.40 level for any attempt of reversal. So today, for Malaysia trading stocks, we have two breakout stocks, which is MNRB and also Syntax. Okay. Lastly, for the FCPO, well, rebounded slightly on yesterday. If you look at this green candle, right, tracking on the soybean oil and benefiting from the weaker ringgit. Right, so I think which this also attracted bargain hunting ahead of the Chinese New Year and also the puasa season, right? However, gains were capped by the lingering caution over poor export data, while traders await for the official MPOB data due next week to confirm the I think to confirm the monsoon flood have significantly tightened the supply or not, right? So expect prices to trade range bound for today. I think the market is trapped between the festive demand and also the weak export, right? Until fresh MPOB data to release, right? So yeah, I think that's all from me. Thanks everyone. Happy trading. See you again. So I'll pass the floor to Iftaar. Thanks.
Hi, thank you, Aiman. So morning, everyone. I will be presenting property sector update on behalf of Cotwen. So, quick one on her strategy moving forward in this year. There are a few things to look out. The first one is being the Iskandar Malaysia property play. So we believe that there are still demand from this angle, and the first one being the RTS completion, which is now 65% completed, and then we expect some more news flow when as we approach the completion date around the second half of 2026. Second one is also the potential value unlocking for its property developers. So other developers, including the likes of some property and as well as SB Setia, they still have potential to embark on the listing of their investment properties. And should this happen, we could see a potential re-rating of the stocks and as well as a special dividends to be announced. And then thirdly, there's also the Samdabi's property maintenance DC facility in Elmina, which is due to be completed in the third quarter. So these are the few major key points for you to look at and also consider. Yeah, but overall, we still maintain overweight on the sector as we believe that the demand is still there. And then so our top picks would be Sunway and Sunway Property. Sunway due to its listing of Sunway Healthcare, which is due to be in first Q of 2026. However, valuations wise, we still haven't received a very clear guidance on this. And then second one is Samdabi Property, and this is just as mentioned earlier, this is mainly driven by its first DC facility in Elmina. Yep. So that is all from me. Thank you so much, everyone, and happy trading, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.